Link Media. Perfect connections.
Yes, thank you, members of the press. Uh, my name is Paul Bruno. I am the mobilizer for this event that is going to take place. Here with me, we have our team. On my left, we have Romeo. He's in charge of health. He's both in Kitgum Lions and the event which we are going to have. On my immediate right is our chairman, Mr. Bill Segawa, who is going to make a speech too. On the extreme right again, we have Flavia. You've been, she has been on radio. She has been talking about this game. You know all about her. And then our team manager also, Mr. Emmanuel. Mr. Emmanuel. So members, we are so glad that we are having this brief. This has been an event that we didn't expect to Kitgum to host because it's a major thing. It's a national event, and the game of rugby has not really been so popular in our district. But we were blessed by the union, mostly because of the participation of our children, our students, our sons, our daughters, who have embraced this game and excelled so much. We are so grateful to the union for rewarding this achievement by giving us this game for us to host, the first of its kind. And I wouldn't want to go so much into the details. Our chairman will elaborate so much. It's a big event that we shall host so many districts here. I mean, big teams will have a time and they come and share the game of rugby with us. I'll first request Mr. Rom to give a small briefing, mostly about the game, mostly about the team of Kitgum, that is Kitgum Lions and Kitgum Queens, before our chairman uh, gives us a broader perspective of what is happening, what's going to happen, and we can pick on from there.
Thank you very much. My name is Rom Lawrence, and I'm the team doctor and also a player and coach of Kitgum Rugby Club. First and foremost, Kitgum Rugby Club was founded around 2010, and ever since, we also proceeded and started a second team, that is Kitgum Queens. As I speak right now, we have Kitgum Lions and Kitgum Queens here in Kitgum. Kitgum Queens is the female team and Kitgum Lions is the male team. We have been participating in rugby tournaments within the district and within the region. We also have rugby taking place in schools within the municipality and also in other sub-counties like Mwichwini, for example. For this particular tournament, we are taking part in the Rugby Sevens tournament. And this is the National Sevens tournament, which is under the authority of the Uganda Rugby Union. And they usually have these tournaments within the central. However, sometimes they also move to one district in a particular region. And we are blessed to have it here in Kitgum for this time. So uh, there, there are 17 teams participating, of which Kitgum Lions and Kitgum Queens are both participating in this tournament. So the preparation is underway. Uh, like the previous speaker requested me to speak about the team. We are training. We are training actively and getting ready to take part in this tournament that is going to happen this weekend. Our training grounds is at Kitgum Public Primary School. That's where we train. And our coaches, the coaches for the Kitgum Queens is Miss Agenerot Flavia. She's the coach for Kitgum Queens. And then we have Mr. Ochen Billy, who is a coach for Kitgum Lions. So both teams are going to be participating in this event. Thank you.
Thank you. I would request on this time, before the chairman comes, again, to give us a brief preparation for the girls, for the queens, and then we shall have our chairman.
Okay, members of the press, our chairman, and the entire team. I'm Flavia Ganorot, the coach for Kitgum Queens and the treasurer for the organizing committee for this event. On the side of the girls, we are preparing and we are training actively. So what we are doing with the girls, we make sure they train with the boys together, because the team they're going to face, they are a bit like, their level of rugby is more higher than the one we have here. So we make sure they train with the boys. Even during play, they play among the boys, so that when they face the other teams, they will be like they're facing the usual boys. So instead of them thinking that they are facing a bigger women than them, so basically that's what we are doing on ground with the girls. Thank you.
Thank you. On this note, I would like to welcome our chairman, Mr. Bill Segawa, to make his speech.
Thank you very much, our team on this side of the table. I want to thank the mobilizer so much, particularly for the work that he's done so far and the teams that are prepared here. My name is Segawa Jimmy Ebil, as it has been said. I am the chairperson of the local organizing committee of the upcoming event, which is the Rugby Sevens, organized by Uganda Rugby Union. I am here particularly to talk to you about the event that will take place on the 8th and 9th of July, which is basically next weekend. Kitgum District is lucky to have, again, the opportunity to host a major sports event in the district. And I want to thank Uganda Rugby Union for having confidence in Kitgum District to host this. Like you've been told, we have 17 teams that will be descending on Kitgum. Of the 17, there will be 12 boys and 5 girls teams that will be here, including our local teams here, the Kitgum Lions, Kitgum Rugby Lions, and Kitgum Queens, Rugby Queens, who are our local teams that will be participating. We will be having about 1,000 people descending on Kitgum who are not from Kitgum District. Within the teams themselves, if you see the teams and the number of people they'll come with, there will be about 500. Then you have another 500 participants. Then you have local participants themselves. So there'll be huge traffic into Kitgum town itself. That calls for preparation. That calls for us as Kitgum to welcome and openly show the Kitgum way of welcoming visitors. I want to appeal to Kitgum District. One, that the local people come to watch rugby. Rugby is a young game still in Kitgum. These are the baby steps for developing and growing rugby. I want to encourage particularly schools to let their students and children come and watch rugby, because sports is a great thing, and rugby for that matter shows passion, shows community, shows union, shows unity of a people. So I want to encourage schools especially to release children to come and watch the rugby, the rugby tournament, rugby sevens. Number two, I also want to appeal to the business community. One, to prepare to welcome people. The people who are coming to Kitgum will want food, will want water to drink, will want accommodation. I want to appeal to the business community, particularly those who are in the hospitality industry and food and restaurant, that please, this is an opportunity for you to to make money, but to welcome and grow your brand. Grow your brand also. That you see, you have this national people, and it will not stop here. We expect that more sports events will come to Kitgum district, just like we had FUFA drum, and I'm picking it that one of the matches might come to Kitgum actually. Our venue will be Boma grounds, and that will be our major venue. The other clubs may want to use nearby venue for training, but our major competition venue will be Boma grounds. We are working with the management of the municipal and management of that manages the stadium to make sure that it is prepared and it's ready for 8th and 9th of July for the tournament. The other thing also I must say is that we're also working with security and police, particularly in this case, to make sure that safety and security of everybody who will come into the district is guaranteed. That where they go and sleep, how they go and eat, and just around town. We're working within the securities, with police to make sure that everybody who will come to Kitgum is safe and will enjoy the games and will move out of the district with when they're safe. The theme of our of the rugby sevens this time is derived from the Luo saying, "Ni riba yeteko." Riba yeteko simply means, for those who may not understand, is that unity is strength. Literally, unity is strength. That when we come together, we're stronger. And indeed, I want to ask the people of Kitgum, and I want to ask the people of East Acholi and the entire Acholi to come together to make sure that this is a historic event, that people will remember it in the history of rugby in this country. I want to thank you. Thank you.
At this moment, I think we can entertain some questions. Okay. Yeah, we can now entertain some questions from the press. Yes.
Yes, Dan. Clubs. Yes. Of the 17 clubs.
That can be provided now.
That can be provided, but yeah, there's Kitgum Lions, like I told you. I obviously have to start with Kitgum Lions. Yes, I have it. Then we have Ginger Hippos coming in. We have Pirates Rugby Club. We have Cobs. We have Heathens coming in. We have Buffaloes coming in. Impies is also coming in. Mongas, Rams, and Rhinos, just to mention but a few. And of course, I told you the Kitgum Queens, Black Pearls, and Thunderbirds are also coming in. And all these are clubs that, if you follow of rugby, you know that they play in the elite league of rugby in this country. And we have a representation of those who have represented this country coming in the rugby. So it's going to be a huge event that we are hosting. Probably this is maybe the third time it's hosted in the north. I think in Arua and somewhere else. But it is something that we need to make historic, and it's good. And it's the first time it's coming to Kitgum district. Yes.
Yes.
Question?
You could start by introduction. Yeah, I think that question, we can start from Flavia. How are the Queens prepared? And then Emmanuel will also talk a bit about the Lions.
Okay, thank you. Via level of fitness, the Queens are fit. We have been doing gyms, we have doing fitness assessment. Because, of course, I've been at national level, so I've been also giving them the knowledge that I had before. So via fitness, they are fit, the conditioning is okay, and the mindset is just on Saturday and Sunday. Yeah. I expect to reach the final.
Yes, Emmanuel, can you talk about Lions?
Yeah, thank you very much, members of the press. Um, our team is very ready for this coming event. We are doing training every day. We are doing training every day in a public playground. That's where we do our training. You guys can move there every evening. You can witness. Our teams are actually ready, as Flavia stated it. We are also doing gym. We are taking them for gym every evening, and even in the morning. We also do our training.
Yes.
So the level of fitness of our players, we have learned from the past. Was there was been a game somewhere around in Gulu. We went there and most of our players got an injured. And that was due to our players was not around. But now currently we have all our players around, even those one who are studying in Kampala, they have come, they are all around. So we are doing all that. So with fitness, our team is okay.
Thank you. I think a general overview of preparedness, I think maybe Mr. Rom could enlighten us a little bit.
Thank you, Mr. Bruno. So for the two teams that we are going to have, first and foremost, since this is a national event at a very high level of standards when it comes to professionalism in rugby, I believe that although we are still at regional level, the preparation that we have been going through with ever since the year began, I believe it has prepared us to be in position to compete favorably in this coming event. For example, this year alone, we've had several tournaments and games that we have been participating in that has given our players the exposure. I mean, most of our players come from Kitgum here, but we have been playing even with other teams from elsewhere. A good example is just about a month ago, we had our ladies, the Kitgum Queens, go to Kampala at Chadondo. There was a game organized. It was called the Rotary Rugby and Gender-Based Violence. And our girls went and performed there, and they went until the finals. They unfortunately uh, did not make it, but they went until the finals. And then also recently we had the Otukene Sevens, where both the ladies and the gentlemen participated. So I believe that we have had, I would say, adequate preparation when it comes to fitness, when it comes to exposure, when it comes to even the level, the health, the fitness level. I believe it's adequate enough for us to participate and put up a good performance come Saturday and Sunday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for that elaborate.
Business entities around town, those one runs different, I can say, series of businesses and how to get into them, what are the conditions so that we can also access the field of play at the same time also setting up their needs and services.
Thank you. There's a committee. We have already a structure. There's a committee which is actually handling that. The business fraternity has been invited. We need them to be part of this preparation. There is a team already, as I said, concerned with accommodation, and we have seen hoteliers coming. through, and we have been registering them. All these teams that are going to come from Kampala will know where they're going to sleep. They're not just going to come here, then they look for the accommodation for themselves. We have already apportioned them. You are going to sleep in White House. You're going to sleep here. I'm just giving random examples. Yes. So the business fraternity community, as we have been on radio, we need them to be part of us. And also another thing I may forget that also our chairman hinted about. This is an opportunity for Kitgum. It is an opportunity for us to showcase what we have. One of our preparation is cultural preparation. We have decided that one of our traditional dance, like Otole, would actually rhyme so well with the game of rugby. Otole will be our main theme, our main entrance, our opening of because we will be expecting visitors. The chairman has already invited them. So we need it to be colorful. We need to showcase what Kitgum has and make this memorable.
Just about a month ago, we had our ladies, the Kitgum Queens, go to Kampala at Chadondo. There was a game organized. It was called the Rotary Rugby and Gender-Based Violence. And our girls went and performed there, and they went until the finals. They unfortunately did not make it, but they went until the finals. And then also recently we had the Otukene Sevens, where both the ladies and the gentlemen participated. So I believe that we have had, I would say, adequate preparation when it comes to fitness, when it comes to exposure, when it comes to even the level, the health, the fitness level. I believe it's adequate enough for us to participate and put up a good performance come Saturday and Sunday.
Thank you. Thank you for that elaborate. Thank you. There's a committee. We have already structured. There's a committee which is actually handling that. The business fraternity has been invited. We need them to be part of this preparation. There is a team already, as I said, concerned with accommodation, and we have seen hoteliers coming through, and we have been registering them. All these teams that are going to come from Kampala will know where they're going to sleep. They're not just going to come here, then they look for the accommodation for themselves. We have already apportioned them. You are going to sleep in White House. You're going to sleep here. I'm just giving random examples. Yes. So the business fraternity community, as we have been on radio, we need them to be part of us. And also another thing I may forget that also our chairman hinted about. This is an opportunity for Kitgum. It is an opportunity for us to showcase what we have. One of our preparation is cultural preparation. We have decided that one of our traditional dance, like Otole, would actually rhyme so well with the game of rugby. Otole will be our main theme, our main entrance, our opening of because we will be expecting visitors. The chairman has already invited them. So we need it to be colorful. We need to showcase what Kitgum has and make this memorable.
So this event is the National Sevens Tournament. That is the name of the event. And rugby has two major types. There's the 15s and the 7s. The 15s, it means there are 15 teams on each, 15 players on each team, making a total of 30. Like how in football, there are 11 each. So for a 7s game, there are 7 players on each team. So making a total of 14. So this is a tournament. So for this tournament, what happens is they create a group stage, the group teams, and then the teams play from the group stage. They complete the group stage. They move to the quarterfinals. They move to the semifinals until the finals. This entire tournament is going to be performed in just 2 days. So I think you now see the magnitude of the number of games that are to be played. So they would start playing as early as 8 9 a.m. and they play all through until 5 and then proceed with it to the next day. So there are usually about 7, they call them circuits. When you move to one place, you play one tournament, move to another place, you play the tournament. So the National Sevens tournament began from Jinja. That was called the Stone City Sevens. Ours will be the Kitgum Sevens. So the Stone City Sevens began on Saturday, and it finished yesterday, Sunday, and it was the Pirates, the Stanbic Bank Pirates, that emerged winners, edging out the Cobs in the finals. And for the female teams, I think it was the Cranes A. I beg to be corrected if I'm wrong. Yes, so what happens is they play from there. So this coming weekend, they're coming to Kitgum. All those teams that were there, the top teams, the best teams in Uganda in sevens, will come here. Then later they move to different places. Yes.
Thank you.
So yeah, it's a tournament like you've been told, and I like the questions of preparation, particularly for local teams. Well, me, I speak at the local level organizing committee. These are clubs that are talking, who are competing, and I hope the other clubs don't think that the local organizing committee is already biased. No, we're doing this just to hype the tournament. That's why we have the local team with us in this press briefing. But yes, it's a tournament. It involves a lot of passion. It involves a lot of strength. So it involves a lot of stamina. To run, to play the number of games that players have to be subjected to in 2 days is so intense and needs a lot of energy and training and building your muscles and all these other things that are needed. But just to talk a bit about our heritage and our culture and as a people, this also is what, like the mobilizer said, we want to showcase that. Otole is our flagship heritage dance, and that we want to use. But you know that actually sub-region is so rich in culture and heritage. But we've chosen Otole because of the passion with which it brings out our heritage as Acholi. So there'll be so to say curtain raisers at every game where possible. That is what we've chosen to do. Yes, there will be great collections, but for students in uniform, they will not pay any money, and that one I needed to make clear. So thank you so much for that. Students who will come to watch rugby when they're in school uniform will not be charged any amount of money. And this is where I appeal to the schools, for day school scholars, I appeal to their parents to release them in uniform, such that when they come to the gate, they don't pay money to enter. And I want to thank the rugby union particularly, because this helps the growth of the game. When young people come and watch, they fall in love with the game, and that is how it grows. That is what we're trying to do also in this tournament.
Thank you. Any more question? Well,
Thank you.
members, yeah, yes, thank you. Give a voice of thanks.
So, members, thank you. Once again, let me apologize for coming to the press briefing late. It was because of it was just a communication gap a bit, but it's not our habit as a local organizing committee to keep the members of the press for so long. Please bear with us, but also I want to appeal to you again and again that the success of this tournament is heavily reliant on how you support as the media. When we make mentions, when we talk about it, it will help us to promote this game, but promote Kitgum also, and promote future events for Kitgum District. Thank you so much.
Link Media. Perfect connections.